Hey guys, Unc here with a new review. Today, as the box says, we have a ceiling fan. This is a 48-inch ceiling fan with remote that we're going to be assembling and installing. But first, let me bring them closer and show you the fan. All right, so now that we've got here a close-up view of it, let me go through everything. So of course, we've got the installation manual, very important. Here we have the ceiling bell. So this goes mounted on the ceiling, and then the motor goes inside of that. Here we have the light kit, multiple temperatures, multiple intensities that you can do from the remote, which we're going to look at now. Here we have the remote, and this is the controller for the fan and the light. Speeds on the fan and intensity of the lights, and it also has a timer from 1 hour to 8 hours. Then from here you can turn on everything or turn off everything. So here we have a bag of screws, all the screws for the blades and some additional screws for the ceiling mounting. And here is the motor. So this goes mounted on the ceiling like this. The fan blades go attached here, and of course the light kit on this end. Now quickly let me show you the fan blades. So the really interesting thing about the fan blades is they're solid wood. It's not a veneer covering or anything. It is solid wood everywhere. And this is a 48-inch fan, so it's pretty big. I have the mounting bell almost all done. I've got one screw in it. I'm using the original screws. But now for the motor has this safety cable that needs to be attached also to it. So I'm going to be using this little hook here to hold it for me while I thread this in and then screw it in. So that's perfect now. Now we need to take off these 4 little screws that are on this belt. And these are the ones that actually hold the motor in place. And here comes the 4th one. And we are done there. So now I'm going to put a screw there and then position this into place. So once you have one screw in it already, that will pretty much hold it in place while you can do the others. Now we're going to align this side here. And now we've got 2, and we got one last one. Because of the way everything gets assembled, now we have to install the controller. All right? On a regular home, this home is wired for a ceiling fan. So the colors are a little different. The green wire will go to the bare one. The black one will go to black. And in this case, the white one will go to the red. And then use the wire nut to hold everything in place for me. Yeah, so the nice thing with this kit here, because of that huge bell that goes around it, we've got plenty of room for wires. And all right, let's see if we can slide the cover in. There we go. Okay, so now we start assembling the blades. So blades pretty simple. So right now I'm just going to put them in just a little bit, and I will make sure they're tight after I've got all of them in place. Make sure they're all nice and tight. Remember, you're screwing into wood, so you don't want to tighten it so much that you crush the wood. You just want it, nice and tight. All right, so we are done. Thing is, we have to mount the light kit. So the light kit, you gotta push it through. Then we use this connector here to connect the lights. And now we have to align this and get those screws back into where they came from. Once you got the first one in, the other 2 should go in fairly easy. Now after I put in the 3rd one, I'll go back and make sure all of them are tight. Now to put on the cover just slides in, and then you give it a little twist, and you are done. All right, so the fan's fully installed, so let's go ahead and turn it on. First, see the lights. So the lights, we have 3 different tones here. Down here, we can turn it off. Also, you can decrease the intensity of the light, so the brightness, or increase it. And of course, the fan, we can either go forward or reverse. Right on the remote, there is a F/R button. You hit that, and that will slow the fan down, change the rotation of it, so the next time you turn it on, it would go in the opposite direction that it was before, either forward or reverse. So I'm going to be doing that in a second now, waiting for it to slow down a little more. So I'm going to hit 1 again, and now we've got it in reverse rotation. So yeah, fantastic. Everything's working very well. The fan looks nice. I like the lights. And that's the end of this review. I hope that helps. Till next time.